Americans don't seem real, and it boggles my mind that they're in fact real. Not being from America, I've only ever come across a few Americans in my life. But I come across Americans so frequently online. America is the dominant country on the English internet. TV, movies, YouTube videos. Most of it comes from America and is made by Americans. I was just thinking that if I met someone from America in real life, I probably would be like, OMG. Really? You're actually from America? For real? And I just realized that Americans don't feel real. I feel like many people from my country would have the same reaction to meeting an American. America just feels like this fictional place you only see on the internet, so it's crazy when you remember there are real people who actually live there. A lot of people who actually live there. When you eat American snacks, it's like when they make a fake snack from a TV show and turn it real. Like Duff Beer from The Simpsons or the chocolate frog from Harry Potter. It's like, OMG. That's the snack from that TV show. I can't believe they made it real, and I actually have it in front of me right now. Obviously America is a real place, but I guess it never really felt real because I've never really interacted with it in real life. I've only ever talked to one American in my whole life. That's not much more than the amount of Vulcans I've met, which is 0. So it doesn't feel that much more real than a fictional place like Vulcan. I only just realized right now that I feel this way about America. Meeting an American is like meeting a celebrity. Trust me. As an American, one also see other Americans and go, that can't be real, can it? Yeah, I'm from Las Vegas. Have a cliché career. Look like a character. I'm definitely an NPC on intergalactic cable. Having been to American multiple times, most American that you meet in person are pretty much the same as people anywhere else. Sure, you do run into the odd nut job, but online they seem to be magnified 100-fold. We feel the same way about you, fake person from another country. Felt the same way about the UK until I visited a couple weeks ago. How the fuck does everyone just live in fairy tale cottages and medieval stone cities and are just like, this is normal? As an American, it really put the architecture of my country to shame. LMAO. Just drinking my coffee while watching the local morning news in southern Arizona. I just pinched my arm. Seems real enough. This post is adorable. I thought you might like to know that most Americans are thrilled when meeting foreigners. What you see online is created content. Only a fraction of Americans are featured there. The rest of us watch in amazement. Just like you. It's weird that there's a main character country. And even weirder that I'm in it. Freaks me out a little bit. What an interesting take, and I can somewhat see how that feels. I've seen celebrities from a distance but never had an interaction. So I'd imagine a similar feeling to you. I also felt this way slightly the first time I traveled to Europe, and specifically Ireland. Seeing the castles, old churches and just buildings. Wow, these are real and not just movie sets. Lol. Being from California, we don't have that old of buildings, places and history. Don't worry. We get the feeling too. I'll never forget being at a bar crawl on St. Paddy's Day and meeting an actual Irish person. It took so long to actually believe they were real and not some drunk with a great impersonation. Try going there. Coming from Australia and growing up on American TV and movies, it's somehow very surreal and very familiar at the same time. I also love how on TV and movies I don't pay any attention to the accent. But when listening to an American IRL it sounds very strong. To be fair, living in America can be pretty surreal. I mean, so much of the nonsense our politicians do just feels like it would be over the top in a fictional show. I'll pull back the curtain, only half of us exist. We're all asked to run a second account as a crazy online persona to help keep others out. It's part of our military strategy. Haha. You're not the first I've heard this from. I've heard you Americans sound like actors saying lines a few times. I guess because the way we talk is associated with TV and movies. I'll do ya one better, I'm a Texan. We're a meme in a meme. This is how I felt the first time I vacationed in LA. I kept seeing palm trees and signs for Inglewood and Compton and Hollywood, and it felt like I hacked into my TV and was standing inside every pop culture reference from the past 30 years. It felt like a theme park instead of a real, normal city. Yes, the yellow buses are real. As an American, that's how I felt about Florida when I was younger. I'd meet people from there and think, people actually live there? I always just thought it was just Disney World and beaches. When you eat American snacks, it's like when they make a fake snack from a TV show and turn it real. Like Duff Beer from The Simpsons or the chocolate frog from Harry Potter. What's funny is at Universal Studios in Florida you can get both of these. America actually is less interesting in real life. Whenever you eventually do, please don't be disappointed. Most are an average lot. Some real jerks. Others are stellar people you think, I'd love to be friends with this person. We have flaws and good points just like any other nationality. I hope you encounter those with finer points rather than negative ones. I am always surprised that even here on Reddit most people assume I am from the US. Like not all people on English-speaking Reddit are Americans. Lol, it's pretty crazy here. Crazy good and bad. Every region houses different type of Americans. Even living in USA you can't believe stuff you hear, see, and the characters you meet. The way that you're talking about America is how most Americans act about coming to Los Angeles, where I'm from and live. It's interesting because America and its people are different from state to state and even county to county. California is like one country with a dozen states within it. I am good friends with a Kiwi myself and she never plans to leave LA, haha. I meet people from literally everywhere in the country world here, but like a Midwestern American or a Texan are more wildly foreign in behavior to me than an immigrant. Though white Americans are the minority here. Interesting take. I've heard a few times that some countries don't like American tourists because of their sense of entitlement and behavior, and I totally get it. But it's nice to know not everyone feels that way. That's kind of funny, some non-Americans think that way. I guess when you actually visit America will it seem less like a dystopia and more like a real country. I mean, it's certainly different from any other country. But it also has all the basics as well: bad politics, culture, patriotism, history, etc. I guess you could personify America as a celebrity. A good example would be meeting one of your favorite celebrities only to realize they sleep with their foot outside the blanket just like yourself. Where are you from? The gig is up, folks. We've been found out. Get your money out while you still can.